All right, Farmer Anders here again. Let's make sure that this is recording. So I was recording yesterday as I was buying all this new equipment that you guys saw in the previous video. That I had a full walkthrough as I was looking to the different equipment, and my recording had stopped after 40 seconds, and nothing come out. So let me just get all the equipment started here, so we don't just sit around and be lazy. So that is my new tractor, my Massey Ferguson 1250. It's about a little bit over 100 horsepower. One of my John Deere's still here. All right, so one combine. Let's get that going. So this is the new combine. It has significantly larger hopper on it, which if you paid attention, it's much more relaxing harvesting now with a little bit bigger head. I tried to use the same 5-meter head, but for some reason it wasn't working. It wasn't getting close enough to the ground, so the only one I got to work was this 5.6 meter, which is okay. It's just a little bit bigger, but it makes it really hard to get between some of these hedges, especially between field 97 and 98. Actually, I'm not entirely sure I'm going to be able to get back out. I managed to tread it back in, but I'm not sure I can get it back out. We'll see. Let's see. Don't think I've done this field yet with this size. Let's line up, get this one going, then we'll grab the next one. So yeah, so 5.6 meters, so it's a little bit bigger. But not, not so much bigger that it's a huge jump, but man, that extra hopper size sure is nice. So we're going to do 5.6 meter. I like to go one down, 5 rounds. Create this. See, it makes a nice little pattern around the field. Save. F131, 5.6 meter. 2 machines. All right, first round left, and set that and go. Okay, don't I have 2 more combines? Oh, there's one. Thought I had more combines. Oh, that one's gonna need to be emptied. All right, let's do that first, and we go grab the last combine. So I still have the same trucks and trailers. I can't remember if I recorded and I bought them up or not, but if you watch the last video, you could see that this lip on the front was too high, but I think on these it works perfectly fine. Which means we can align it as we can start emptying here. We'll start, and then when that's full, we'll go to the first one. Don't be an asshole. Yeah. So let's grab this combine. Yeah, we might as well empty that out because I think we can empty the semi before we leave this area. So we'll just whip this around. We'll try not to crash the header into the trailer. Combines are pretty solid, but not the header. That one's crashed. See those little things sticking out there, the dividers? Yeah, that one's. I actually failed to lift it high enough coming into a little valley almost in one of our fields. If that thing is full, okay, it's full. So when the header was supposed to start to go back up and the combine was still going down, it dug in. Let's just say that that was not abused. But live and learn. All right, so we just can drive this around, start on field 131, even though we have stuff hopper, that's okay. So yeah, so we're harvesting 5.6 versus 5 meters. I guess it's a nice, I don't know, what is that, 12, 13% more. But as you can see there, you know, the silly Irish road, there's not a lot of room for much bigger. So I think, you know, hopefully sometime in the future there'll be bigger combines, and I think we're going to have to get a trailer. Now there's a trailer available for this, but don't need it yet. I might need it for those that are going down to between 97 and 98, but frankly, it might be easier just to leave headers down there. I'll show you on the map here in a second after you start emptying up that semi. About the other field on the other side of the hedge, so that while I'm down there, I got more work to do. So a little bit bigger combine enables me to, you know, cover more ground. And the bigger tractor, it's not pulling any bigger equipment yet. I still had the 5-meter harrows behind it, but it is able to do it faster. Like it can keep the max speed for that harrow all the time. You can see it's moving pretty good over there. So that's kind of nice, being able to keep the speed up. And we should have one more tractor with a harrow right here somewhere. All right. I don't know which one needs to be unloaded, but we're going to start unloading this one before we unload another combine. So honestly, I probably should trade this one in for one of those muck trucks so that we have more power and also an extra 5,000 capacity compared to this. We just make, oh, there's a tractor that hasn't started. Why is it just sitting there? Slacker. Get that going. Too many tractors, too many combines. We got like 9, 10 vehicles working out there right now. That's how we get things done. So now small fields, you just need more equipment. You know, big fields, you just smack one big ass combine on there and off it goes and does its things. Here, like, yeah, we need multiple combines and multiple sets of combines. Oh, that was close. All right, let's offload some canola. Let's make some canola. Not a bad joke. All right, so there's one tractor planting. Okay, this one needs to be offloaded over here. Okay, so this is field. Ah, see, there's a tractor sitting over there doing nothing. All right, we start to fix that. It's not acceptable for a tractor not to be working. Let's take a look at that. What's it doing over there? Ah, it has the milk tab on it, that's why. Should know better to have that set. Anyways, this is one of the old tractors. He'll probably be replaced pretty soon as well. So yes, there's still lots of equipment and lots of work that needs to be done as far as offloading and whatnot. So first of all, that one needs to go. So see, I like this little tractor. There you go. So we need to offload this because the one that's full over there is where this one is going. So yeah, so let's look at the map. At Buck Field 86, it was ready to harvest when I pulled in here. So I'm like, I might as well buy it. It's not fertilizer or anything, so the yield's not going to be good. But anyway, got more work to do while we're down here. And there's a wide path in here, which makes it easy to also add these 3 fields after a while. So I don't know which direction to go. I don't see how hard it is to get to 90 in these fields right here. Because, frankly, how to get between the fields becomes important as spread out as this becomes. What should I do? Yeah, let's buy another one of those mock trucks. Get me some more. Well, I don't really need it right now because that field should almost fit in this, I think. Yeah, we'll stick with this for now. Whoa! Maybe the mock truck is better steering. It seems to always run into things with this vehicle. But let's get that over there. As you can see, this guy, he made, with this new combine, he made it a full lap around and some more, even with a bigger header. And that just makes it so much more relaxing when you run two sets of combines. I hope that sometimes in the next few years I could buy big enough combine with big enough header that it'd be worth it just to drive just two combines. You know, probably still drive them on separate fields at that point, just one combine on each field. Just easier to keep up with. Let's let that fill up. Grab this guy. So of course, this is going to be not quite full, so this is going to be a little tricky. Try to get both of these fields into this. Just going to be careful how we load it so that we don't get this to splash of canola. This is going to have to go empty pretty soon. So anyway, so let's look at what we bought here. So the harvester, oops, wrong one. Now bought is this one right here. So 1972 added these two. Actually, I think, no, this one was older. 71 added this one, these two, but it was absolutely no benefit or very little benefit. So this is what we had for us, a 3,000 liter. This takes 4,900, so almost 2,000 extra, which is nice. Just makes it so much more efficient. Then for the tractors, we added one of these, but the 1250 at 105 horse. Oh, sorry, that one at 112 horsepower. So it's not super huge. There was a couple other tractors added at this point. The 4020 got added at 79, so we have 100 horsepower if you need to. I don't have any of those. These things will do what I need so far. Also the 4320, which is obviously a little bit bigger, 102 horsepower. It basically takes over where the 4020 ends. And then you can get that with a turbo. This is a very nice little tractor if you need 130 horsepower. Being that this is a European map, I figured MF fits in better. So maybe we'll trade in some of those smaller John Deeres for like one of these just to get like a 25 horse bump just for a little bit extra. But the main thing is obviously the combines is what really speeds things up. So now I increased how many laps we do. So he's doing 5 laps each, so 10 laps total between the two combines. This makes it easier than just going back and forth all the time. All right, come on. Yep. So the problem is when you go back and forth is that if these are on opposing rows and you're sitting here trying to empty and the other one comes out, its auger goes out and the augers crash into each other and you're going nowhere. All right, let's take a look at our equipment. Let's see if everything is running. We have one tractor not doing anything. What can we set it to do? So we got one planting there. We got one planting there. So the obvious choice would be to set it to plant 132 maybe? I think that's a good choice. So we're planting soybeans for the next season, so we don't have too much yields, and then we'll probably go barley the season after that for some variety in the crop. What did I say, 132? Yeah, I kind of have to, because I have to have it harvested first. So, or have it harrowed first. Now there is a 3-meter planter instead of 3.6 that you can plant without harrowing. But I don't feel like in 1972 that really was a thing yet. So this, yeah, he's close enough to being done. We might have some collisions, but that's okay. Seed field 132, I think. Yep. All right, so at this point, all the equipment, oh, he's spinning. We might have to, maybe we should upgrade these to the four-wheel drive Massey Ferguson. A little bit more power, not a lot more power. Keep some of these small ones for any fertilizers. See, this is definitely still super old school combine. There, you know, it's a fairly big combine, especially for early 70s. But nothing fancy. But I can attest this is, you know, doesn't even have a cab. It was fancy. First two that we drove, that we had on the farm, actually, even the last one we had on the farm, didn't come with a cab. Well, the second one did, but it had an accident on the way to be delivered to a previous owner. So I think the cab, top of the cab grabbed the overpass and got pulled off. So eventually, I think we put an aftermarket cab on it just to not sit in the dust. But sitting in these things without a cab on is torture. I mean, one, you sit for hours and hours, right? This isn't, you know, you don't get the 15-minute prescribed break on these things. All right, so we currently have, take a look. You can see on the color here the different crops. So we can tell, we got one, two, 3 planters going. So probably 125 will go up to 97. All right, we can, however, just empty this. If we get down here soon enough, do it, do it, do it, do it. Power to the muck. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, sneak in there. There you go. Since we almost flushed it done that about 2 minutes ago, but that's okay. All right, so now we can go ahead and do this. This is where I wish I had some sales points closer. That might actually be, I might start to look at the map. So yeah, right here, getting that 5.6 meter header in here was difficult, and I'm not sure I can get it back out. So I might have to back out. Like I said, I'm thinking with having these two fairly large fields right here, and I really have enough money to buy one more. It's probably just easier just to leave 2 headers down there. And then eventually buy this field, and then I have 2 sets of headers I use for 125, this and this field, and just leave them right here, go pick up the other header to harvest the other one. Of course, if I don't get bigger combines, I might as well get 2 more combines. I could run 6 combines. Oh, I get stressed out just thinking about that. I need multiplayer just to drive the trucks to empty them. But yeah, this map is interesting with all the hedges and stuff. It definitely makes it a bit of an extra challenge compared to like the more big open American maps. And frankly, a lot more fun to play because the big open field is fun to play with the big tractors and stuff. But when you just set the tractor to just run and it just runs for the next 4 hours plowing a field, it's not all that interesting. Oh, almost. And this thing looks so much like the one in my hometown we delivered, except we don't have to ramp up. We just drive right through. But okay, get that going and get that going. Check on. Whoa! Okay, I can't do much about that. That one I can do something about. Yeah, put this to empty and then go back to the other one. It's gonna be good timing, except for could have finished a little bit sooner. So timing wise, these two combines should do 125 and then the other ones, the other ones. All right, which one finished work? Okay, the 1250 finished work. This one's still planting. This one's still harrowing. All right, let's get this offloaded. I'm just gonna wait here and take that down. All right. So yeah, so obviously it becomes a little bit more stressful when the fields get further away. So I think like for these fields where this guy's going, we should probably look to see if that big wide road going out of that field, if there is somewhere I can sell grains out there. It's not trying to tread my way through all these turns and twists and hedges and hedge mazes. And definitely make life a little easier. So of course the question is long term on this map, should we have animals? I kind of feel like we should. But I also kind of feel like we should have cows. So that can be a challenge on this map. All right, so these two combines are being stupid. That's okay. They can be stupid all they want. No rush on that. See, I mean, I could just tear down these hedges. Anders, tear down these hedges. There you go. Good Ronald Reagan. Now, I'm going to do this. I think let's take this guy, break him up, back up. Come on, you can do it. Okay, are you stuck? Oh, there we go. Okay. Whoa. And we'll just turn him back on. You don't need to track that. I'm coming right for you. So what are we going to try? We're going to try to fill up just the front one, which should be plenty for these two. Although it is bigger than the one in the back, but it's easier to avoid problems. Okay, so that's gone. The other one is almost full. Now what are we doing here now? Okay, this. Okay, so we need to grab this. Do a Yui. What do you do? Did you shut down on me? Oh, maybe the front one is full. That's probably why. Yeah, what's going on here? Please start the engine. All right. Stop. Stop. Man, that's awfully rude. All right, so let's see if I put this down. It's going to stay there, I hope. All right. So this one is full, so let's grab this. So these should almost be done. All right, we're getting to the end of harvest. All right, so let's grab this guy next. Get the harrowing going on field 98 so that when the planters are ready, they have plant fields plenty to plant. Then we're going to grab the big Massey, move over to the field the other two combines around, and we should be set to go. So what I generally do when I'm go further away from the farm and close to the farm. So I'm just going to leave the combines like these two right here. They're just going to be left between these two fields. And that way, when I combine in the next season, I'll just combine towards the farm and then I park them at the farm. Or technically park them at the dealership. So, because right now I don't own any farm houses or anything, which kind of sucks. Really should own some farmhouses. All right, here, number 90, I think 98. All right, so, oh no, I hope that didn't do what I think it just did. And I'm pretty sure it just did. Okay, that's gonna suck. Oh well, let's take a look. Oh, maybe not. See, it put a little bit and that one in the back. You son of a teal tiger. All right, just gonna deal with it. No big deal. So the problem is that the other field I own here doesn't have canola on it. So I'm going to need this to be completely empty before I can use it. All right, that's done. That's this one's running up there. Okay, you just seem to be stuck there for no apparent reason. All right, there it goes again. So that's good. All right, this guy is done. So let's get that harvesting wheat or whatever is in the other field. That'd be the last field we're starting to harvest. All right, one more field. Oh, it's all the way up there. 5.625. Go. Nice little pattern. That's field 86. F86, 5.6 meter, and 2 machines. All right. First on the left, this is wheat. Whoa, got there just in time. Yeah, it's going to be nice when I get some of these combines done so I can take them out of rotation. It's getting confusing with all these vehicles. Yeah, so this is like the smallest little articulated tractor. I actually love these things. Yeah, the friend of ours, close to where our farm was, had 2 of these. And we actually considered buying one when we needed a little bit more power for harvesting or for chopping. But I'll show the inside when we get started over here. But they're kind of old school. This was like mid 80s, I think, by the time we looked at it. And in Norway at that point, there wasn't a whole lot of big vehicles. But we actually ended up getting a 2-wheel drive, I think. Yeah, 2-wheel drive John Deere 4040 instead, which served us really well and way more modern than these are. Well, at the time. Because this thing is like, I said, is old school. I mean, not that the John Deere was a whole lot more modern than this, but better cab, quieter. But I know a friend, I believe he had a 1200 and a 1250. I think he had boosted both of them. All right, Hero Field 131. Go. All right, so let's get this one going. Yeah, I've never driven a far combine. I think some of our friends had a few of these around the neighborhood, but never drove one. I said, I'm wondering if I should have made these by field instead. It's like, oh, I'm working on field 97. All right, what am I doing 97? Combine. Okay, that makes too much sense. Oh no, does this thing not have a spreader? Oh, okay, disable straw swath. Did I not turn it on? Deactivated. All right, we gotta go turn it off and that on. Forgot that I hadn't driven in anything that could be swathed yet, so let's do this. So, yeah, there you go. All right, block my object. This should be these two over here blocking each other. All right, you stop. Go back. We're finishing that. We're just going to do a little sweep here. Got to make all the monies we can. That here works out time-wise. I think that was it just being done. For now. I'm not entirely sure what these two are doing right now. We're just going to tell this guy to go right there. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're going the wrong direction. Is he trying to? Okay, you're just being an idiot, so I'm going to let the other one go first. I mean, this guy's doing nothing. Being a bum. Alright, I guess we're manually driving this guy. Time to weave over the field. I mean, it's just the direction it's supposed to go. Oh, that's why. Yeah, it's almost done anyways. I don't know what it's doing. It's doing something strange. Yeah, look at our little Massey go. He's booking. Yeah, he might be buying some more of those. All right, one combine done working for the season. All right, so let's get this going because that one's going to take more time. Time for the combines to get moved out of the way. Oh, and I do think there are new rollers available. And look at that. I think I saw that when I was looking at it earlier. Didn't buy them yet because I didn't need them. But I think I saw that there's now a 6 meter roller available. That ought to speed that up quite a bit versus a 3 meter. And I just realized I haven't turned off the sound on the tractors. That's probably okay since I've been talking. Usually only turn them up loud when I'm not talking. Can turn them up a little bit. Crash. All right, seed field 97. And go. All right, so these got to be, okay, that one. All right. Oh, these two barely held it without having to offload one more time. So we're gonna line this guy up right here. And we'll move, hopefully fit it all. Yeah, it should. Barely, but it will. All right, so that's offloading. We'll grab this combine. And we no longer need this combine for this season. So the one that needs to be unloaded, that would be one of the wheat combines. Just want to start to put these away, out of the way. So we don't need the path down here, so we're just going to rip this thing. Hopefully it'll fit between the edges here. So close. Pretty sure a 6 meter header would not have worked. All right, so we're just going to leave that there. There we go. Okay. Oh, my truck's all the way up there. So I said, this is where things are going to get interesting. So we definitely have canola on the front one. Pretty sure we have some in the back one. But it might not be enough to stop it from loading into it. So we shall try, see what happens. Spouts coming out, we're gonna have to stick around. All right, yep, looks like there was just a little bit spill in it, so that's all right. Let's see how close this one is. Okay, so it's not quite there to empty yet. So we will just sit here and patiently wait at least on offloading. So now you can see I have 10,738 canola and I'm loading wheat, and I have a third one that's empty. Kind of wish it would always show, if you had 3 different storages, and show each one of them. That'd be nice. So let's get out of the way of this so it doesn't stop. All right, there. Okay, so that's planting. This is harvesting. This guy's done. Oh, we had not quite enough room for it. Oh man. All right. I mean, that's good from a money perspective, but bad from a timing perspective. So leave that there. We'll empty this guy out. See, if I had changed to the muck truck, I would have fit the rest of the field in one full load because I would have had 32,000 and there was like 1,700 left in there. Lesson learned. Not really, but. But what we'll do is that we'll unhook the trailers after we're done emptying and then just test the truck back. Oh no, turn early. Oh, that was as close as that can be done. All right, we got 3 planters running, so that's all we have for planters. So while I'm emptying this, unless the wheat thingamajiggy needs to be unloaded, take a look at rollers. I don't know if you have big enough tractors to pull them. Well, Massey should be, but I don't know if the John Deeres are. I'm thinking maybe one of those John Deeres will be replaced with one of those Massey 1200s. Oh man, I can barely keep up with this farm. So this is going to be a challenge next time I run wheat or barley, because then you get much higher yields. So that means I'm going to drive back here to sell more often. It might be time to rethink my strategy. Because like literally this field, as often as these empty, this is at 70% yield compared to when it's fully fertilized. I think something like that. You can stop and check. We have the power. But yeah, because you see the problem now is that each one of these trailers only takes a little bit over 2 loads of the combine. Yeah, so I got 75% bonus instead of 100%. So not a groundbreaking difference, but enough to financially make a difference. But I said you had to do it before it's done growing, because it don't make much sense to put fertilizer on after it's done growing. I mean, I guess it would be there for next season, maybe, but all right. I just want to keep the wheat combine going. We could also run this tractor and trailer down there, but I'm not going to bother. All right, so let's do this, because I do think I'm going to go upgrade to the mock truck. It's just so much more responsive. So we're just going to run this without the trailers. I mean, we got good lot good usage out of this little truck. I should, if I get the mock truck, it has a lot more power. I should check if there's bigger trailers available. Now that I have a combine that's tall enough to be able to deal with it. All right, time to empty the second one of the last combines out. It's a lot easier to just try this. So I'm wondering, though, this kind of farm with these fields, you know, like a semi truck with a long trailer, I'm not sure that would work well on this thing, because like without having multiple trailers like to follow around this turn, I'm not sure I can make the turn. I didn't think about that. Yeah. We'll crash into that hedge when we get there. All right, there goes that one. Of course, what sucks, you got a little bit bigger combine, you need a little bit bigger. And it's like, you need a trailer for it. Is that worth it? It takes extra time. So it's like if you go to like a 6 or 6.5 meter head, is it worth it? Or is it better just to stick with this 5.6 and not have to stop and unhook all the time? All right, these two are stashed away. Let's unload that, and then we'll go back for that one. See, it's awfully tempting to make one field out of this, but we're not going to do it. We're going to be good. But yeah, with this path, I wonder if I could put the sell point over there if I buy all of these fields. That'd be nice, not having to leave the area. All right, so this should empty and then drive forward to the next one and stop. There we go. All right, what are we looking for? We're looking for that one. So there's another bigger tractor available now, but also I can now feel it fit in on this map. Maybe I'm just weird in that regard. I'll show you which one I'm thinking about while this is uploading. So there is, let's see, where is it? Yeah, this one. This would give me a lot of power to do a lot of stuff. There's not a lot of implements that need it yet, but I don't feel like this really ever fit in on a European map. And this is it's an articulated one, but the cab sits on the back. But it definitely has the power if I really needed it. I just don't feel it fits in on the map. All right, so that's done, and we decided we're going to sell this. So I'll just sell that. All right, locked. Why are you running into the trees? Just dumb. You have plenty of space to turn. All right, so let's take a look at the map again, making sure things are going like this should. 135 is planted, these two are being planted, this being planted, there'll be one of these down here, then the other one probably go over here, and then we should have plenty to plant all these fields. All right, this one looks like it's just about full. So we should have, let's see how much we have, 2. Yeah, we can't even empty 2 full combines into this thing. So we're gonna grab this one, then empty whatever's left from the first one of these 2, see what we end up with. I think it should be pretty close to full at that point. And then after I do that, probably end this episode. Oh, we're gonna look at rollers. Let's fill this, empty this first. Yeah, they're not good. Okay, 8 to the left. Is that even worth it? Yes. Because that would give him a little more room to go before it's full. Will make a difference for whether I can finish his field or not, but let's look at rollers real quick. This thing is too modern. But this one, 6 meter, 54 horsepower. Okay, so the John Deere's can pull it. Awesome. So we'll get a couple of those to polish off these fields. All right, let's go empty this thing. I don't see any good sales points on the side of the map. It's kind of odd. Yeah, nothing on the side. I don't know what this one is. Maypole exports, maybe. But that's even further away than where I'm going. So that's not good. Yeah, see if that was a full-length semi-trailer, this would work well getting around. That sucks. Oh well. All right, again, this is Farmer Anders. Until next time, take care.